Hello, I'm Wayne Visser, and I'm director of CSR International, and I'm here today in Athens with Tina Passalari, who is manager at KPMG's Sustainability Services in Greece. Welcome.
Hello.
Wanted to get your perspective first. I know you've been in this game of sustainability for about 10 years with KPMG. What have you seen the trends being in Greece?
All right. Well, as you would expect, everybody started from an environmental aspect with ISO 14001 and EMAS systems, and then they gradually moved on to other areas. At some point where the EU ETS directive came out and the heavy industry invested more on the monitoring and reporting on emissions. And then from there we have quite a few companies now, not a lot, a few companies now that they issue CSR reports. And this is very briefly how things have moved. One of the things that is quite popular is philanthropy, and quite a lot of companies use this aspect. Maybe it's something national or in our culture, I don't know, but it's very strong. Very sensitive on issues around kids and children and things like that. But still, it's just philanthropy. It's not really linked to their strategy or their corporate responsibility or anything. And I think that's more or less the trends towards the last decade.
Now, you mentioned reporting. What's the level of reporting in Greece?
Well, it started through major or big Greek companies, either because their leadership were believing in it, or because they were a member of other multinational companies, or because they were active outside Greece and their clients were asking for reporting and information. And they moved from there. Still, the numbers are very low. Even if you take the largest 100 companies that are listed in the Athens stock exchange, the numbers are really, really low. However, the first companies that entered into reporting, they have done quite a lot of steps, and they are using GRI guidelines. Now, like the last 1-2 years, they're also using assurance services of their assurance of their report. So the credibility and the transparency is really moving forwards, and that's how it's going on reporting. There is not much reporting from smaller or medium companies, and that's it. And they usually print out reports.
Okay. And obviously the crisis at the moment is around the finances and the economy here in Greece. What's been the impact on CSR, and has there been anything in the banking industry in terms of CSR that's addressing some of the crisis?
Well, the banking industry is an interesting industry, because there were a number of players in the beginning that they started investing on CSR reporting and actions, and then their competitors, major competitors, saw that there was something there, active, something new, and they didn't have such reports. Their first reaction was we have to have one of those. I mean, why are they having a report that we don't have? So they started investing on reporting and on doing things. Obviously, some of them started from the wrong end, from a marketing point of view. But all these, after all, it actually motivated the companies to move up to a good point. And I'm talking about the financial services and banking. Now, again, with banking, there is only a few examples of integrating CSR into the business, and it's actually they just have there's only one or maybe two banks that they have introduced some green products, let's say. And even though, I mean, some may say they're still elementary, but it's a start. Now, as for the financial crisis, I think that, well, there are a few choices. Well, there might be a few options we might have. I mean, one, which is really viable, is like that some of the costs are going to be cut down. Hopefully, they're going to be costs that they're not like linked to the CSR strategy. Maybe there are some other actions like philanthropic actions or things like that. They're not really linked to the strategy. But because I'm not really sure, I'm really confident of the level of integration of CSR into the strategy, then I'm really scared of what it's going to be cut down. Another option we might have is that they might invest more on some social issues, because really people are really worried about their works, jobs and everything. So they might see that as an opportunity to invest more on the social impact of or aspect of CSR. The third thing I think that they might do is like they might move more towards assurance of reporting, because they would like to increase their transparency, which is an issue here in Greece now. We are all asking, yes, you say that, but is this true? I mean, how can we believe you? You know, there's a huge issue now. So.
Okay, well, we'll watch the trends with interest. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.